Hello students. So last class we have discussed the diagrammatic graphical presentation under the data visualization. So today we'll discuss about the diagrammatic representation under the data visualization. So in diagrammatic representation, what are the different types of diagrams we are going to learn about the diagrammatic representation will be having bar diagrams and also the pie chart. So in bar diagram also we have different types of bar diagrams. What are those? Simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, percentage and subdivided. So today we'll discuss all those kind of bar diagrams. First coming to we'll discuss about the simple bar diagram. So in simple bar diagram, there's a question given related to the birth rates of the different countries per thousand. So we'll note down the question first. So country and the birth rate. Country and the birth rate values are given. Say a birth rate is per thousand. So different countries are given as India, next Germany, UK. Next it is China. Next New Zealand. New Zealand and Sweden. These are the different countries given under the countries. And next coming to the birth rate per thousand is 33, 16, 20, 40, 30 and 50. So these are the different countries birth rates given. Now for this one, I'm going to draw a simple bar diagram. So coming to bar diagram, so select your data first. The same procedure what we have done for the our graphical presentation. So here under different types of charts, we have here column chart. We also have here bar chart. So if you go to bar chart, if you observe, all the bar diagrams are given horizontally. So if you come to column chart, you have the same bar diagrams vertically. So for representation, whichever is comfortable, we use. So whenever you visualize, the vertical bars will be more flexible for us to understand. So instead of choosing this bar diagrams and choosing column charts. Column charts are also same as the bar charts only. Just the representation is horizontal, vertical. That is the difference. So you can select one single. It is a single simple bar diagram. So select the first one. So after selecting, you can select the 2D or 3D. That is your wish. So after selecting, we get the simple bar diagram. So after simple bar diagram, you can add your titles or you can do whatever the changes you want in this layout. So what is the layout? So here, if you click on this chart, if you click on this chart, we get the option of layout. So if you observe here, you have layout. So in this layout, you can change the chart title. So what is the chart title? So this chart title I'm writing as simple bar diagram. One second. This chart title I'm writing as simple bar diagram. I'm just removing this grid lines. So after removing the grid lines, this is a simple bar diagram which we got for the so this in this layout you can change the any chart title, So your chart title above the chart or center over the, I've written over center overly, so it came in between here. You can write above the chart also, it will come like this. So next, in this layout, you can add the axis titles. So primary axis title or vertical axis, horizontal title or vertical. If you want to type the horizontal, so here x-axis title, on x-axis what we took country, so you can write here country. Similarly for the y-axis title, so axis title, vertical title, here you can write it as the vertical title as what we had to on the vertical birth rates. You can write here birth rate. The same thing you can do for other chart also. It may be any type of chart. You can do it in the same way. So this one. So on the x-axis, we took countries, I've written country. On the y-axis, I took birth rate, so I've written birth rate. So how you have added this titles and titles for x-axis and y-axis, I didn't show in the last graphical presentation. If you click on anywhere on your chart, here from the menu bar, you will get the layout. So from layout, you have different titles here, chart title, axis title, or data labels, everything. So if you want, you can add data labels here. So this is the simple bar diagram. So next we'll see the next type of bar diagram. That is, what is the next kind of bar diagram? We have the multiple bar diagram. So next we'll see the multiple bar diagram. So coming to the question of the multiple bar diagram. So here a table is given related to the sales at different years, the gross profits and the sales. So at different years are given. So for different years, sales, next gross profit, and also the net profit. So for different years, the gross profit, net profit, and the sales values are given. So for this data, I am going to find out the 2002, 2001, 2001 to 2002, 2002 to 2003, 2003 to 2004. Different sale values are given as 120, next is 135, 140, 150, and the different profits are given as 40, next is 45, 55, and 60. And the net profit values are given as 20, 30, 35, and 40. So for this data, now we have to fit the multiple bar diagram. So what is a multiple bar diagram? So at the year 2000 to 2001, we get the sales, gross profit, and net profit as the at one place. So that is multiple bar diagram. So select your data. After selecting your data, you can select with labels or without labels, that is your wish. After selecting the data from insert, same we'll select the column chart. If you observe the multiple, if you observe the first one, here we have two bars, one beside the other. So this is the same thing we use for the simple bar diagram and also for the multiple bar diagram. So select this one. So here we get the multiple bar diagram. So your blue color indicates the series 1, red color indicates the series 2, and green color indicates the series 3. So here I have selected without labels. So suppose if you select with labels, insert column and this, then you will get this exact. exactly what is green color, what is blue color, and what is red color. So here blue color indicates sales, this maroon color indicates gross profit, green color indicates net profit. So I'll just remove the grid lines first. Next, here the titles, everything is not given. So how to add the titles? If you click on the chart, anywhere on the chart, you'll get layout. Here, chart title. So chart title, I want to add above the chart. So here, what is the chart title is? Multiple bar diagram. So after multiple bar diagram, next if you want to add the axis, you can add the axis title, horizontal axis. Below the axis only we write. So what we took here, different year values. So here you can write years, and coming to the vertical axis, I want to write the vertical title. So vertical title is here on this we took the different values, that is it may be the sales or profits, gross or net profit that we took on this one. So this is multiple bar diagram. So in this way multiple bar diagram is represented. Next we'll see the next problem related to the subdivided bar diagram. So what we do under the subdivided bar diagram, only under one bar, we are going to divide the bars. In the single bar, we are going to divide into different components. So now we'll see that kind of question. So years. So here the growth of production of fish for the period of 96 to 2003. So at different years, what is the production of fish is given here. So different types of fish, that is marine, at the marine region. Next is at the island and the total. So in the marine, what is this? And within the inland, that is in water and in land, and the overall total, what is the production that is given. So 1996 to 97, 1997 to 98, 1998 to 99, 1999 to 2000, 2002, 2001, 2001 to 2002, 2002 to 2003. So these are the different year values. Under the marine, the values are 5.3, 8.80, 10.86. Next it is 15.55, 16.98. Next is 17.16. And the last one is 12.47. It's coming to within inland, the values are 2.18. Next is 2.80. Next is 6.70. Next is 8.87. Next is 1.03. And the next one is 11.60. And last one is 8.42. And the overall total is 7.52. So this is nothing but by adding these two, that is by adding the marine and this one, we get this one. So directly I'll use the sum function here so that I can drag all the values. Sum of these two values. The totals are identical. Now for the subdivided bar diagram. So what is a subdivided bar diagram? So on the single line, we are going to get the divisions. So for 1996, suppose the total is 7.48. So 5.3, 2.8 and total 7.3. Some three components, two components will be divided. So for this, after entering your data, so first select the data. So same procedure. First we'll select our data. So from insert, from the column chart, see if you observe here, there are two types of chart here which are having components. So first you just, if you put cursor on this, you can find here you're having, you'll get some values. Stack the column. So what is a stack column? Read it. Compare the contribution of each value to the total cross according categories by using vertical rectangles. So it is divided into some categories based on total values. You check this one now. So it is 100% stack. So it compared the percentage that each value contributes. So we are not using the percentages here. We are just values we are going to stack. That means convert into the components. So now we use this kind of chart here. Select this sign. So we get this here. So now you can add the data labels here. See, for each and every value, you can add the data label. 8.8. If you observe, is this value is 8.8, this value, add data label. So you will understand at a time, add data label for all. For all the values, I'm adding data labels. The similar way, the maroon values also. So this is the subdivided bar diagram. So remove the grid line so that it will be easily visible. So this is the subdivided bar diagram. If you observe from 96 to 97, up to 5.3, then 2.18, then the total 7.48. So this is the representation. So if you observe, this green indicates the total, this pink color indicates the inland, this blue color indicates the marine. So same like the before problem, you can add here, you can add the titles and you can add your own axis also, same like the before diagram. So this is here subdivided bar diagram. So next we will see the percentage bar diagram. So percentage bar diagram, I'll consider the same question here. For suppose for same question, I'm considering only this two values. There will be different questions. So here I'm considering the same question. So for this same question with only two values, I want to create a percentage bar diagram. So coming to percentage bar diagram, total it will be 100%, right? So if you select this and go to insert, and here from the column chart, select this third type. That is 100% stack column, percentages. We are comparing the percentage. So select this one, we get the percentages values. The total 100%, how it is divided, that can be given here. You can add the data labels here also. Just add the data labels. These are the percentages. If you observe on the y-axis, the percentages values are given. Whereas generally, if we write the values, only the values will be mentioned on the y-axis, not the percentages. But here percentages are mentioned. So this is the percentage bar diagram. If you have more than 2 columns, 3 columns or 4 columns also, you can find out the percentages like this only. Next kind of diagrammatic presentation is, the next kind of diagrammatic presentation is the pie chart, right? So now we'll see the question related to the pie diagram. So next we'll start the pie diagram. So the question really, we know what is a pie diagram. It's a circular diagram where we use the 360 degrees. In our theory practical also we have done, where we have used the protractor to find out the angles. So now coming to this question. So draw a pie chart to the following data where the 6 5-year plan public sector outliers. So I think the same question we have done at the in our theory practical also. Agriculture, irrigation, next is energy, next is minerals, next is transport, and next one is social service. So how much percentiles are given? It is given as 12.9. So these are all the percentages values. Here I'll write percentages and the which sector they are spending this much amount: 12.9, 12.5, 27.5, 27.2. Next is 15.4. Next one is 15.9. And the next one is 16.1. So these are the different percentages. For this, I'm going to find out the pie chart. We are going to draw the pie chart for this. So select your data from insert. So we have here pie. So select the pie. So from this pie, you have different types here. This is a simple pie diagram. This is a sliced pie diagram. So how I'll differentiate it? First, you select this one. So this is a simple pie diagram. You can add data labels to this. So this is our simple pie diagram, which is representing different color is representing the different. Here you can change your title as pie diagram. So coming to the second type, whatever I said, how you get a sliced one from the insert pie diagram. If you select this second one, see everything will be sliced out. So here, first one, the combination, everything was at one place. It was ticked. So we are just slicing. If they are sliced like this, each part is separated. That is a sliced one. So you can use any kind. You have different layouts here. You can choose any kind of layout for this. So this is the simple pie diagram or pie chart. So this is all about the diagrammatic presentation. So we have completed the diagrammatic presentation and graphical presentation under the data visualization. So next we'll see the coefficients of skewness kurtosis and also the measures of dispersion and kurtosis.